Junior high, this is where some of you guys probably are right here. And I stress to people, this is the most important time. Okay. Sixth grade, you see ratios, rates, negative numbers. This also becomes a hurdle. Seventh grade, the biggest hurdle. Multi-step proportions, linear equations. This is when you start getting into algebraic concepts. All of these years, sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, they have to do more and more repetition, more use of a calculator, and the gap between those 3 months of summer makes them go back into the next year with a little bit of a deficit. Okay. I usually tell people if you don't get a tutor at any other time, you really should start looking between seventh and eighth grade. Seventh grade, especially, is when bad habits start forming. So, what do the four profiles do in junior high? Within 2 years, okay, from I'm talking fifth to seventh grade, within 2 years, the executive functioning is fully tested. Academic tracking is set by seventh grade. This is a vital time for lifelong scholastic skills. High income, high involvement by middle school. The students more confident. Their social networking strengthens. They're purpose driven. They connect to their other ambitious peers. Without a tutor, they're not really concerned with their blind spots. They might
Yeah.
overreach when trying to go into honors and AP classes in the next year. By seventh, eighth grade, they may have high involved family and they have a lot of resources and money and things like that. So they may become a little bit overconfident when they try to reach into AP classes and things like that in ninth grade. High income, low involvement. With the tutor, we triage the learning gaps, we advocate for the student, we end the bad habits, and that student starts connecting to their more ambitious peers. Without the tutor, we have the developmental issues. They lose interest in school. They overreach in some of their high school classes. They end up possibly wasting money, and they become a little bit cynical. They start finding themselves not really interested in school anymore. The more things get tougher. Average income, high involvement. They become purpose driven. They become scouted by schools. They're showing signs of career promise. They connect to their ambitious peers. Without the tutor, they become more cynical. They use survival mode. They're doing brute force learning. They become more stressed out. Low income, low involvement. Again, with the tutor, we're triaging. We're instilling better habits. They're becoming more eligible for recruiting. They're career focused, and they connect to their driven peers above them. No tutoring, again, behavioral issues. They become more cynical and they fall into bad habits. And this is when they start, people start wondering who their friends are and why their friends seem a little bit questionable. This is the point where kids are discovering their place in life. And if they feel like math is one of those places that they can't survive in, then most of their career choices go along with that. So they're trying to figure out how to either appear smart and powerful or compensate for their lack of confidence in certain places.